everybody. Today is a day that I've been looking forward to for a long time. I am doing my first Sephora VIB sale, what's in my cart, what to pick, what to choose, and unfortunately, of course, I'm doing it in the midst of everything that's going on right now, and I realize, one, it sounds kind of callous to talk about shopping, given everything that's happening. Two, I know a lot of people out there and a lot of people personally who are watching their finances now, maybe because, you know, they're newly unemployed or because the uncertainty of everything that's going on, or just the fact that they have a lot of things and don't want to buy more makeup. And I completely understand all of that. I, in fact, actually am buying a lot less than I normally do. Honestly, I would not be buying all of the makeup that I have lately, except for, of course, this channel. So I did ask and reach out to see if you guys wanted me to do a Sephora VIB sale. The answer resoundingly was yes, so I'm gonna go forward with it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from the top about some of the things that I think are always good buys on Sephora, since I've never done a Sephora sale video before, and then I'll go into some specifics about what I have in my cart. So first, the dates. For the Rouge, it's April 17th until May 1st. That's 20% off. For VIB, it's April 21st to the 29th, and that's 15% off. And then for the Insider, it's 10% off, and it's the 23rd through the 27th. So those are the dates for the sale. I would say, you know, lately I've seen a lot of sale items. I bought some things on Neiman's had a sale, Nordstrom's had a couple of sales, Pat McGrath had a sale, Viseart had a sale. And so I've actually picked up a lot of the things that I would have picked up at the Sephora sale, because as we all know, especially luxury beauty does not go on sale. You do not get that for 10%, 15, 20% off is basically unheard of. So generally I look forward to the Sephora sales to buy a lot of the things that I, you know, would pick up normally and can get for 20% off. And so I actually buy a lot of my tried and true, my favorite items. I buy a couple of them. So this year I probably won't be doing that because I was able to pick up a lot of the items that I always buy on other sales. So I'll go through what I think the top items are and then move through the list of what I currently have in my cart. So I'll be picking up, you know, some things, but not everything, since I was able to take advantage of a lot of the sales that were out there. But let's start off with some top level items, just sort of overall brands and products. I think a lot of us that we've had more time at home maybe have been spending more time on skincare instead of maybe makeup. So I have a skincare routine that I've been using for years. Every once in a while I mix it up, add new things. One of the brands that I have been using for 20 some odd years is La Mer. I know there's a lot of contention about La Mer out there, but I would just say, if La Mer is a brand that you use, if it is something that you're thinking about trying, this is a great opportunity to do so. 20% off, 15% off, 10% off on La Mer is unheard of. I get the La Mer original cream because my skin is extremely dry. I also get the soft cream in the pump, which I love. I use the cleansing oil as the second step in my cleansing routine when I take off my makeup. I have the toner, which I use every single day. It's one of my favorites. Generally, toners bother me. There are two other toners that I do love, and I'll mention those in a skincare, but they're not available at Sephora. So La Mer products, great opportunity. Dyson products. I have the Dyson hairdryer and I have the Dyson Airwrap. So like when I get these curls, for example, like this, that is because of my Dyson Airwrap. It's a great tool. It works extremely well. It is very expensive. I believe the Dyson Airwrap is $5.49. I'll put the correct price in the box, but I think it's $5.49, and the hairdryers is like $3.49 or maybe $3.99. It's in that range. Both very expensive. I can tell you, for anyone who has dry, coarse, thick hair like mine, they are a godsend. I mean, it saves me so much time I can't even tell you, and it doesn't damage my hair. I would swear by the Dyson products without question. I will be picking up the hair straightener this time around. It's just, I love their products. They work extremely well for my hair. They're worth every penny in my estimation. I've had one for the hairdryer for several years. To clean it is super easy. It doesn't, you know, I've had salon quality hairdryers before and they always break. The Dyson, nothing ever happens with it. It always works. It always works extremely well and it dries my hair like that. So cannot recommend the Dyson products enough. Anything by Pat McGrath or Tom Ford, and I shouldn't say anything because not all of their products are phenomenal, but a lot of them are. I would say with the Pat McGrath, if you're interested, the motherships, you cannot go wrong. I think most of them are available on the Sephora site right now. I think 4 is not available, and maybe, well, I think most of them are except for 4. Number 4. The mothership palettes are amazing. If you have always wanted to try Pat McGrath, you could get one of her quads. Those are gorgeous as well. They are expensive products, so this is the opportunity to pick them up. And I honestly will tell you, any of the mothership palettes, I'll recommend. They're all good. They're all excellent. Just find the shades and the color scheme that works for you, that calls to you, and get that one. You're gonna be happy. The lipsticks and the lip glosses, I do like them. I do enjoy them. I think they're beautiful. But the standout for me, the standout product for me when I think of Pat McGrath, her eyeshadows, and specifically the mothership palettes. I have just tried her concealer and her powder. I actually have it on right now. I'm just testing it out, so I don't feel comfortable recommending that, but I have heard really good things, and so far, so good on my eyes. But again, I haven't used it long enough to where I feel comfortable with that. Tom Ford. So the Tom Ford quads is what I would recommend, the eyeshadow quads, and any of the Tom Ford lipsticks. If you're interested in a lipstick from Tom Ford, this is a good chance to get them. Again, they just don't go on sale very often, if at all. And the Tom Ford quads are all good. The ones that I would recommend that I saw were available, Pretty Baby, Noir, Fume, I think is nice. Nude Dip is really pretty. They're all really nice. I can't, except for the Badass quad, they're all excellent quads. I mean, it's a matter of what color story calls to you and what's available when you get to the sale, because they sometimes do sell out. The ABH products, I love the Brow Wiz for my brows. That's what I've been using for years. I use it in the color Auburn. I really like it. Their pencil's also good, so those are products that I generally recommend. Viseart eyeshadow palettes. Viseart, if you haven't used it before, I'm actually going to be doing a Viseart / Hermes lipstick video coming up soon. I'm going to be using the Viseart Neutral palette. It's like the mattes. It's like an essential eyeshadow palette for you guys to have. It's excellent. I think it's $80 generally. I could be wrong. I'll put it down below. So if that's available, the Paris eyeshadow palette is beautiful. So is their Petite Pros. There's a whole bunch of different colors. Those are all really nice. Natasha de Nonna is a great choice. If you're interested in her eyeshadows and you don't have any yet, they're all gorgeous. The gold palette, the 28 palettes, the green brown and the purple blue are my favorites. I'm not sure if I don't think the green brown was available. I think the gold was. The Metropolis palette, the Camel palette, the small one is beautiful. There's a bunch there. And then I would say any of the skincare products that you're really into, like the Drunk Elephant products or the Ole Hendrickson, those types of things are expensive and you're going to use them. So whatever it is you're currently using, those are types of things that, are going to be on sale and they're great to use. So now let's talk about some specific recommendations. I would say the first on top of my list is the Gendo Cleansing Spa Water Makeup Remover. If you haven't used this product, you should use this product. It's excellent. So I use this as the first step in my 2-step makeup removal and cleansing. I use it in the morning and at night. I put this on a cotton pad. I use the Clos de Peau cotton squares. I pump this on there. I take all my makeup off and then I go in with La Mer cleansing oil. I can tell you this takes everything off your face. It doesn't irritate your eyes. It doesn't irritate sensitive skin. I don't know how it does it. I mean, it takes off pretty much any type of makeup, mascara, anything. Sometimes with my waterproof mascaras, I don't wear that very often, but when I do, you'll have to use a separate like oil-based eye makeup remover, but that's about it. I honestly, I don't know how they get this to do what it does, but it's an amazing product. I think you'll love it. It comes in multiple sizes. I have the really, really big size and I always buy it. So, I mean, that would be the first thing on my list. That's the first thing in my cart. So, okay. So what else do I have in here? The Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. That's in my shopping cart to wash my brushes with. I really enjoy that. I have the Melt Cosmetics Rust Eyeshadow Palette. You know, this is something that I've seen all over Instagram and I wasn't gonna actually buy it, but I just think it might look good, maybe, with my coloring, so I have it in my cart. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder in Fair. I've bought multiples of those. I just keep using it. I think it's a great setting powder and I love it. The Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eyeshadow Palette in Copper Charge. So I have the green lights and I have the blue lights. I do not have the maroon. I have all the double-ended pencils again, except for the maroon. Just the maroon, it didn't really call out to me. It's pretty, it's just not really my, I like plums and purples, but I don't love them. So I would really recommend all of her new quads and double-ended pencils that came out. Green, blue, the maroon is beautiful if that's the color that you lean towards. If you like the plums and the purples, you're gonna love that. And the Copper Charge. I did not buy the Copper Charge yet, even though technically that's the one for blue eyes. I did buy the double-ended liner, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the quad this time. I'm gonna get my La Mer. I'm going to get the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer in Too Fair. Again, it's a product that I've used continually. I really like it as a concealer. I think it works really well. It bends with your skin, which is really nice, and I think it just works well for me. I am gonna try the Makeup Forever Reboot Active Care Revitalizing Foundation. I'm gonna try it in Ivory. We'll see if that works for me. I've heard good things about it, and I used to love Makeup Forever. I used to love their eyeshadows. I mean, I had all different kinds of them. So I'm kind of rooting for them, and I wanna try the foundation, so we'll see how it works out. I'm also buying the La Mer, the powder brush. It's this big, huge, fluffy brush. I mean, the thing is enormous. And I have Chikuhodo powder brushes, and I have Scott Barnes powder brushes, and I have powder, but for some reason I've kind of always wanted it, and I've never bought it, and now it'll be 20% off, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it. Even though I just bought a whole bunch of Sonia G brushes as she re-released her Sky and some of her Pro brushes on Beautylish, which, by the way, I'm not sure if they'll still be, they probably won't be available by the time you get this video, but if they are, they're all excellent brushes. Go out and buy them. They're awesome. The Sonia G brushes are my favorite. I don't care which brush it is. They're all great. I would say it's Indochine and Designer Pro brushes are awesome brushes. They work for multiple purposes. You can use them for cheeks and bronzer and a whole bunch of other things, but now we're getting off topic, so I apologize. But I just bought them because not those particular brushes, but more brushes from her because they came back in stock. I'm gonna buy the Biossance Squalane and Vitamin C Rose Oil. I use the Biossance serum and moisturizer, the squalane ones. I use them probably 3 times a week. I really like those at night. They don't irritate my skin. I think they have good ingredients. They're certified clean brand, and I enjoy them. I think they do good things for my skin. And I haven't been using it long enough to say it's a favorite, like La Mer or some other products, but I do really like their line so far. The Fenty Gloss Bomb, the Lip Luminizer, those are great. I have Hot Chocolate, which I love. That's a gorgeous one. Just looking to see if there's anything else that I have in my loves that I don't have in my cart. There's one other thing. There's the Kevyn Aucoin, the Sculpting Contour Powder. I really do enjoy that. I don't mention it very often on this channel. In fact, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I do have it in light and medium, and I do use it quite a bit to contour my cheekbones and my nose when I'm in a contouring mood, because it has a cooler color to it. It's not a bronzing product, it's a contour product. And I would say the difference is the bronzer, you know, gives you a glowy, I've been in the sun kind of look, and it can absolutely contour your face, but a true contour is gonna have a little bit more of a cool tone to it, so that it's hard to explain, but if it's too orangey, too brown, it doesn't look quite right on most people. It depends on your skin color, but you want something that has a little bit more of a cool tone underneath, so that when you contour, it's gonna look a little bit different than your bronzer. And the Kevyn Aucoin ones I really do like. I have the light and the medium, depending on what I'm trying to achieve. I will say that since I've been at home, I haven't done as much contouring as I was doing if I was going for a night out or something. But again, we're gonna be back out eventually, and this is a great opportunity because the sale is just phenomenal. If, however, you're deciding not to shop right now, or you want to be very specific in the things that you target at the sale, I totally understand that. And I would say things like your skincare, which you're going to continually use and you know it's a good investment, is a good choice. In my opinion, things like the Dysons, the hairdryer or the Airwrap are excellent investments. You'll have them forever. They work extremely well. I know the price point is high, I really do. And if you don't, you know, do your hair a lot, or you have very short hair or very thin hair, maybe it's not worth the investment to you. But if you have long, thick, coarse hair like I do, I honestly stand by the fact that I would take that over practically any other thing in my cart if it's all I could have. The Dyson products for my hair are, for me, an essential, and I really do mean that. So those are good choices. And as I said at the top, you know, Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha de Nonna, Viseart, La Mer, Pat McGrath, Tom Ford, all available on Sephora, and everything goes on sale for Rouge members on Friday. So if you have any questions, or if you want, you know, specific recommendations, go ahead and put them in the comments below. If there are specific things that you think you're interested in and you want to hear my opinion on them, I'd be happy to do that. If you have things that you're going to buy, I'd love to hear about what you're thinking of. Maybe I'll add that to my cart as well. Who knows? I've seen this done, you know, by so many of the beauty content creators that I watch and that I enjoy and I look forward to. So I was really excited to get to do my first Sephora VIB sale recommendation list. You know, of course the circumstances are not great, but we're gonna push through with, you know, where we are. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. If you are so inclined to hit subscribe and hit like, make sure you click on that little bell as well, so that will give you notification every time I post. I'm starting to get into a better groove of how often that I can post, but with work, things sometimes get a little crazy. I will promise you that there will always be 2 videos a week, but there may be as many as 5 if I have the opportunity to film more on the weekend or whatever. If you hit the little notification bell, you'll always have a notification in your email anytime a video goes up. So thanks so much again, guys. Hope to see you again in another video really soon.